What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez405 coming at you. It's on the Warpath. If you are new to this channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notifications, and make sure you like, comment, share this video out if you can. And don't forget, we are on the Warpath to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you join the crew because I will be doing a giveaway on a live here once we hit 1,000, and I think that's going to be something fun, and I'm looking forward to it, and I appreciate all the love and support that you all have been giving me since I started this channel, and I can't believe that we're almost at this huge milestone, so I really do appreciate it. But y'all, it ain't about me. It's about football. It's about the football team, y'all. All this stuff, all this yakking, from those dirty, filthy Eagles fans, media, just disgusting. You know, it's kind of funny. I think about it, right? And people say that the Eagles lost, right? No, you know what? They said they're bringing a sports book to. They said they were going to bring a sports book to FedEx Field, right? So we just gave them players' points. We gave them players' cards. You know, like when you go and you open up your account there, and you say, yeah, oh, well, we give you free $25 to play. We gave you 17 points to play with, Philadelphia. Don't forget that, right? We're trying to feel it out. We did our best. Helen Keller felt around and figured it out. That's what they did. Jack Del Rio put together a masterful game plan after they stopped torching Troy Apke. I know, y'all. Pray he gets a little bit better at that. But 8 sacks, y'all. Sanchez405, I gave you the magic number. What did I say? 4. If you sack him 4 times or more, you got a better chance to win. So I think somebody in Ashburn, maybe, I hope Jack was listening. So Jack, if you listen again, maybe we might find another magic number for you. But anyway, they did it. They doubled me up. They showed me up, and they said, oh, we're going to get them 8 times in. And you know what? They led them to victory. I wish he had thrown for 30 more yards. And I said, well, when he throws for 300 plus, he usually loses too. But anyway, I'm not going to be petty about that. 8 sacks. Ryan Kerrigan got his record, 91 record tying 91st sack and 92nd sack to break Dexter Manley's record in team history. Just imagine if this brother was playing his natural position for the last decade. Where would he be? He probably would have shattered the record by now. Anyway, so he's 8 from 100. Matt Ioannidis, Chase Young, the rookie, had a forced fumble as well. Had a sack and a half, jumped off sides on the first play, so you know he was ready to feast. He just had to settle in. He did give up on a couple of plays, and I'm like, Chase, all right now, bro, you're going to have to come on now. You got to get a little bit. You got to push that brother back a little bit into the quarterback. But anyway, neither here nor there. Still a W, right? John Bostic. I'm going to start calling him Bostic Market because he was serving up the beef on that sack when he went 5-hole on Wentz on that first down. Montez Sweat, he added in a little crappy sack as well. Not crappy, but it was good, though. He knocked the crap out of Carson Wentz. Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen added in a sack, a half a sack apiece, and I think this game, and you know, defense. I think this game was won on defense. I think the play of the game came with a $1:44 to go in the first half. Carson Wentz drops back, looks left, finds Fabian Monroe, picks him off, looking for Rieger. Instead of running the clock out, they were getting a little greedy. I told you, you can't lose. The house always wins, right? We gave you these players' chips because you know why? We was trying to figure it out. We trying to figure out the game. So you know what they did? They went and hired them card counters or them cornerbacks, and they came out there and they had them blocked. They had them shades. It's like, oh yeah, we got it. We got it, bro. So, you know, and that was a great read. He shifted his hips, looked right there, and made a break on the ball, picked it off. Good pick by him. And this team was impressed. Fabian Monroe also, just the way his play, how he went up there and said, give me that. Give me that. He just said, give me. That's all. He took it down. He took it right off the shelf. Did Fab Monroe. They also had a forced fumble that was recovered. Chase Young, I think forced that. That was a forced fumble Chase Young had, and Ryan Kerrigan recovered. I believe that that's what that was. And then the offense, which they struggled. They had their struggles. They weren't doing much of anything. They went 3 and out the first 3 drives. I think 5 of their first 6 drives, they were they ended in their own territory. The only one that was in Philadelphia territory was that missed field goal by Dustin Hopkins. But in the second half, like I said, turned around. Out of their 7 out of their 5 possessions started in Philadelphia territory in the second half, and all the fourth quarter drives were in Philadelphia territory, which was 4. And then of those 5 drives, 4 of them were scoring drives. So you had an 80% success rate on that right there, and that had a lot to do with those turnovers that were made. And kudos, like I said, this defense won it for him. But Dwayne Haskins, let's talk about his performance. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but at the end of the day, he got the W. He threw a touchdown pass to Logan Thomas. He converted in the red zone. Him and the offense were 75% in the red zone. And really it was 100% because that last one was that turnover on downs towards the end of the game. So I'll say 3 for 3, but in the official books it'll be 75%. Which that's totally fine. He does need to work on those third down numbers. 5 of 18 for 28%. That's something they're gonna have to work on, especially coming up against Arizona this week. 1 of 5 on fourth down. That was at the end of the game as well. So they hit it. And that fourth down that they did have, Ron Rivera, they asked him about it. Why not kick the field goal? It was a tie ball game. And Ron said that in previous years, he's had times where he's waited too long to show teams that they have his trust. He went out there and showed that team that he trusted them and to go out there and do your thing. And they did. They wound up punching it in as well. Haskins as well. He's wearing that C, and he wore it proudly, and he acted like a captain. He was over there talking to the defense on the sideline. That made me very happy, pumping them up as well, because that's what a captain does. He just doesn't go talk to his side of the ball. He goes and talks to the whole team because he is a team captain on the football team. But and then his speech was electrifying, according to Ron Rivera, who had to get a planned IV at halftime because I believe this is his first week of the cancer treatment. So prayers to Coach Ron. He looked good on there, winning and everything. And Mike Florio made a point that the guys weren't wearing a mask in there. I get it, but Mike Florio is always going to nitpick at us anyway. So as B Nizzle says, he is a fraud, and I do agree with you on that, B Nizzle. But another interesting stat I took away from this: Dwayne Haskins and the entire offensive line played all 70 offensive snaps. Nobody went out in that heat, y'all. Think about that. How many times have we said that? Wow, our offensive line, and Jerron Christian, God knows, he almost helped Haskins lay a big one. But and that shows you how much they disrespect us. We win the ball game, but they show that play on their little thumbnail here on YouTube. Y'all go check it out. It'll make you mad. It'll make you spit. That's how mad it'll make you. They play all 70 snaps there, 100%. John Bostic and Jimmy Moreland, Troy Apke, Landon Collins, and Ronald Darby, they played all 68 snaps of the defensive snaps there. A lot of them, they were in nickel formation a lot, so they went with 2 linebackers. Sometimes, I think about 29% they might have been in the base package that they had. So they played 2 linebackers a lot there. And, I also said that they limited Zach Ertz. He did score a touchdown, and I get that. And Dallas Goedert, I think he had like 100 yards. He had 101 yards receiving, average 12.6 yards catch, 34-yard touchdown reception there. Zach Ertz had a 7-yard touchdown, I do believe, there. McLaurin led us with 61 yards. off of 5 receptions. He was targeted 7 times there. He had a long of 21 yards. Haskins finished the day 17 of 31, a buck 78. He was sacked 3 times, 1 touchdown. But the key stat there, 0 interception and everything. Carson Wentz, they got to him 24 of 42. He was sacked 8 times for 62 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Washington did give up a 55-yard bomb, though, to Jalen Reagor there, but it was all right, though. We did see there were a lot of backs there that we saw play. Gibson, he had 9 rushes for 36 yards, averaged 4 yards a carry. I'd like to see him because he did run strong there. Peyton Barber as well. He had 17 carries for 29 yards. That was 1.7, so he got to do a little bit better there, but he did have 2 touchdowns, and he will be our goal line back, kind of like what I said earlier. J.D. McKissick really couldn't get anything going off the ground there. He had a rough day for the Burgundy and Gold. Tressway had another magnificent day and didn't have any touchbacks or anything like that. And this was a day of first for Washington in a lot of ways. It was the first win as the football team, and first time that we've beaten the Eagles since 2016 in Week 14 when DeShazer Everett knocked the holy crap out of Darren Sproles. That wasn't a dirty hit. First home Week 1 home victory since 2011 when we beat the New York Giants in Ryan Kerrigan's rookie year. And we know how that all went that season, though. First time, this is the biggest deficit, 17-0. That the Washington franchise has come back from Philadelphia. 8 sacks is 5th most in team history. This is the first NFC East matchup that we've won since 2018 when we ran over the Giants that time. First win for Ron Rivera in the Burgundy and Gold. So kudos to Coach Ron there. And then really, first time Doug Peterson's lost on opening week, so that was excellent. This is the 5th time that Ron Rivera has beaten the Eagles. And like I said before, in the offseason, he does have a good track record against the NFC East. And the best thing is about this, that Washington sits alone in first place, which it means absolutely nothing. It means nothing. You got to focus on Arizona. I'm done with Philadelphia. Just recapping it. There will be a recap show. But we're done with this. We won this game. Whoop-de-dee. We celebrated, and now it's on to taking on Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins with an opportunity to go 2-0 for the first time since 2011. This team, like I said, they played inspired. I was very impressed. They were resilient. A lot of folks were like, oh, God, this is the same old team. But we said on the live, though, Dubs and Yimmy and I, we were like, just hold on. We're trying to figure out stuff. And then we finally started figuring out stuff. We started piecing everything together. And like I said, y'all, we spotted them. We spotted them in the poker chips. We said, here you go. Welcome to Club Defensive Terror. Here's your 17 points. Okay, all right. Then we called in the big boss. We called Jack Del Rio. He's like that big old mob boss, right? He's like, yeah, send in the hounds. Look like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons, right? Release the hounds. And that's what he did 8 times to Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz got up. He was hurt. There was one play, y'all, that I saw. He was getting sacked. And Jason Kelsey in the offensive line was like, hey, bro, good game. We'll see you on the sideline. So, and I understand they had injuries, but you got to take advantage of them. Like I said, next man up, but apparently their next man was injured too. But yeah, that's wrapping up week 1. Very impressive win. I think I've seen Washington move up in some polls. They were like 31st in NFL.com's power ranking. Now they're 23. And, power rankings don't mean anything. I think this is an opportunity for us to start getting a big hit about us. Remember, we are still a 13-3 team, but we are 33% of the way from matching those wins from a year ago. So if we can do it quicker than later, I think this bodes well for this team in my earlier prediction of us winning 8 to 9 games this year. So good game by us, by our boys, inspired, rally around Coach Ron and his situation and everything like that. But y'all, tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what did you feel about this football team win? Go football team, right? It's okay, yeah, and I know there's been some things coming out. Dan Snyder. The only way, and I'll tell you this, the only way that you can name this team football team is if we win the Super Bowl. That's the only way you can do it. Other than that, you're going to get a new name. Also did see some news that Hakeem Butler, who was on the Arizona Cardinals, drafted by them last year, came for a tryout. Don't know what that's going to be. Allen Robinson's on the trading block. So it does signal that they do need help at wide receiver still. Don't think Inman is the number 2 that they wanted him to be. He did have one good catch, but obviously he leaves more to be desired there. And I think Cam Sims reverted back to the practice squad, which he can do that. They can put him back and take him off 3 times on there. So very interesting. Like I said, and another thing, no injuries. Good thing for this squad. So I am elated to see what they can do going into Arizona. It'll be a tough one. Arizona did beat the defending NFC champion San Francisco at home, although there were no fans, so it really doesn't matter. And it was poor air quality out there, so it was poor play. But yeah, Washington gets the win 27-17 against the Eagles on Arizona. Y'all tell me what you're thinking. As I always say, I'm Sanchez 405. I love you. I appreciate everything you're doing to help me out here on the channel. Love, peace, and hell. And I'll be talking to you real soon, y'all. I am out.